Hello guys, welcome to Dickson Amagovis channel. Here we talk about construction, what to do, what to avoid, and what you can do to improve, and for those who are planning to build, what you can look at before starting your construction project. For those who are continuing with their projects, what you should do and what you should not do. And then also those who have finished their projects, what they have learned and what they can share to those who are planning to start. So it's a complete cycle about the construction industry content. So today I want us to talk about what to do to avoid your building project from collapsing or not being a success. So guys, as I told you earlier, I am a civil engineer and I also practice as a contractor. So I've dealt with buildings and I've been in the industry, so there are quite a number of things which I know and I like to share with you. So guys, let's start with things that you must avoid when you want to start your construction project. So if you want your construction project to be successful, number one is that ensure that you involve professionals from the design process to the construction process. So the professionals involved here, we are talking about architects, engineers, quantity surveyor, and contractors. And all these professionals, they are registered by relevant bodies, and even if they have not been registered, they must have the required documentation to practice in the particular field. Either they are diplomas or degree holders. So number one, you must involve professionals fully in your project from the design to the construction phase. Number two is that when you are doing your construction project, is that you must follow the drawings specification to the letter without cutting shortcuts. So if the drawings are specifying that you must use a ratio of 1:3, you must stick to that. Don't compromise on the ratio. If the structural drawings, they're indicating that you're supposed to use specific reinforcement bars for specific diameter, make sure you stick to that. Don't compromise. Don't let someone start telling you that this is expensive, there's a cheaper. No, at the end of the day, cheap is always expensive, and you are going to regret a lot. You're going to lose both time and money, and we'll have to start afresh, and that is not something which I can wish for any of my team. So the other thing that you have to do as to ensure that your project is going to be a success is that you're going to need a clerk of works. So what do I mean by a clerk of works? So a clerk of works is someone who works or stands on behalf of the client when the project is going on. Of course, during the construction project, you as the client, you're not going to know everything. Let's say like the ratios and the detailed construction procedures. So you need a clerk of works. So a clerk of works is a person who is specialized and has experience in the practical aspect of the construction industry, and he is able to advise accordingly, to advise the client on what is supposed to be done right accordingly, especially if the client has contracted a contractor for that particular project. So a clerk of works is going to work or to stand on your behalf and is going to be a representative of you as the client when the project is going on. Of course, you as the client, maybe you want to be on the site throughout the project, so at some point this person is going to act as your representative, and you are going to delegate that responsibility of checking whether things are done in the correct way during the construction process. The other thing that you have to do to ensure that your project is a success is that you need to involve a qualified and experienced quantity surveyor from the design to the construction stage. So the quantity surveyor is going to advise you on the quantities, the approximates of the quantities, and what to buy, so that you don't buy in excess and also you don't buy too little, because each time you are forced to go to the hardware, it's going to be an extra cost on your side, and you see that is money that you could have used for something else. Or if you don't buy the right type of material as per the specification, it's going to cost you the right quality. So you must involve this guy to be there to help you on that part of what we call quality assurance. So the other thing that you need to do is that you need to have a site storekeeper to keep records of the materials that you have bought, the ones which have been used and the ones which are remaining on site, because if you don't do this, you're not going to have a track of what have you bought, what have been used, and what is remaining. So if you do this, your project is surely going to be a success, and you are not going to have too much wastages, and you are going to hold each and every person into account as per what is taking place in your construction process. So the other thing that is that you just have to be vigilant. You have to supervise your project from time to time. If maybe you are far away, you need to have someone who is close to you who is going to check on your construction project, especially the interpretation from the design. So here we are talking about the contractor. So the contractor needs to be experienced, needs to have a dedicated team who knows what they are doing. So here you can check, if you want to check for a good contractor, you can maybe check their work online on their pages, and also if they have done a project 1 or 2, you can visit, you check, and then you ascertain the quality of work which they have done. So guys, thank you so much. Remember to subscribe to this channel. This is what you're supposed to look at to ensure that your project is going to be a success, and at the end of the day, your project will be successful and you are going to get value for your money. Thank you. Until we meet next time.